I ask for the truth on behalf of Julia Osborne concerning family life issues. Is there anything that she's done wrong, and will there be forgiveness for it? And what's Christmas going to be like? What's going on here? It's interesting, isn't it? Ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the guidance and insight, and blessed be to the truth, always. We just cut the deck for you there, Julia, and I'll just neaten it up, ship-shape and Bristol fashion, and then we'll bring it to the side here. I'll deal out 3 cards for you there. We'll do a past, present, future type thing there. Well, it's not type thing, it is basically. The first card we deal naturally is the past. This is the recent past in this particular case. I would say a period of time between now and this time last month, about a moon phase behind or a moon phase ago, that sort of period of time. About 28 days. About a month, roughly, isn't it? The next card we deal is the present. So that's Julia Osborne there in a sort of present situation with the family. And then the next card is the immediate future. That's another period of time between now and this time next month, about another month ahead, about 28 days or so ahead, isn't it? So we'll just bring them here, just so you can see them, and then we'll pull out the first card to see what we've got here. First card, of course, is the recent past influence, and this is the energy that vibrates with between now and this time last month. The question was, did you do anything wrong? Well, the meaning, or as you could say, the energy that this card represents vibrates in that period of time, and it's of course related to the question. Because you've asked a question, you can get guidance and insight, and it will be linked to that issue that you've raised. You could say your family affairs just in the recent past, and the meaning of this card is linked to that. We'll just flip it over nice and slowly, not to disturb its energy, and there we reveal the energy of the moon. The moon is, of course, it's got a bit of an Egyptian feel to it there, hasn't it? The moon is representative of introspection, going inside oneself, searching within, maybe. This tends to focus, though, here that you've been guided through the darkness. Whatever's been going on here, there has been a dark patch over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so. Probably more so just over the recent 3, 4, 5 weeks or whatever it is, the last month or so, than it has been for, in the whole sort of long run thing. It's sort of like crescendoed, and yes, there is a dark patch, or there has been a dark patch just recently, but you've been guided through that. Spirit has guided you through that, has helped you through that. So you've not been alone there, Julia. I want to see what's going on, what's happening now. Let's just pull out this card here, just nice and slowly, and then we'll bring it round and flip its energy to see what, nice and slowly, nice and steady there, and then we'll just see what vibrates here. This is understandable, really, isn't it? As you've got the energy of the gate from the treasury there, the gate just indicating some form of barrier that's keeping you from your goal, keeping you from maybe wanting to get the family back together, or wanting to put things right and rectify the wrongs. Life is too short, let's bang a few heads together. You won't be able to do it when somebody's gone. I won't be able to say sorry to you then, or you won't be able to say sorry to me if anything, God forbid, to happen, and you were to bury your daughter. Well, I'm saying daughter, I don't know, but as if you were burying me then before you. Why am I thinking that? I don't know. I suppose it's to give away the question, isn't it, really, in a way, but guidance through the darkness and the barrier there, as if somebody slammed a gate in your face right now, stopping you from moving forward. There's a barrier. What is the barrier? What does the gate represent? Is the barrier the communication breakdown, or is it the fact that somebody doesn't want to communicate or want to speak to you? And if you could break that barrier down and say, well, you know, let's just talk for half an hour, say, next Friday, or whatever it is, or whenever it is, you know, let's just talk for half an hour, 10 minutes or something, pick a time and a place. We'll meet in a cafe somewhere. We don't have to come round yours and build up the tension between the other person or the people in there. I can meet you in a neutral zone, and we can talk there. Maybe the barrier is there, but a barrier is always there to be broken down, isn't it? But nevertheless, it's keeping you from your goal, which is to bring the family. Well, I'm sort of thinking the barrier that's there, that's keeping you from your goal, from doing that. It's up to you to face up to it. You can climb over a gate, go under it, or drill a hole through it, I don't know. But even though you've got the bars, you can still see through it, can't you, to the other side? You can still see who's on the other side. So you can still say, come here and talk, and we'll meet in a neutral place. That's what I'm sort of getting, that may be a good idea. I don't know. You'll know better than me, of course. But even if we don't get on, we don't get on, and that's it. And nothing has been lost. But there's more to gain than there is to have lost. And if, of course, the older one goes and I never get a chance to say goodbye, or God forbid I end up in something in a bad accident or a life-changing injury, and it eventually kills me, or I get a terminal illness and it kills me, and you end up having to bury me, and you never get time to say goodbye to me, then the guilt is on yours, on your side, isn't it, of the gate. Let's open the gate. Let's go through and let's open the gate and let's meet in the middle. This is what although even though the gate may be closed, we can come right up to the gate, and we can probably put a hand through the hole there, and you can put your hand and maybe do it that way. Even though that barrier is there that's stopping us from walking past one another, or embracing one of each other fully, from a metaphorical point of view as well, nevertheless, at least we are there. So when the barrier is removed, we are there already. This is what I'm getting from this. Yes, there's been guidance in the darkness. I've had to be guided through the darkness. I've had to seek advice of what to do, because I don't know what to do, because I'm not communicating with you. So I can't ask you. I want to ask you, but I can't. So I'm sort of getting from this. I want to, whoever this is, I want to ask you, but I can't, because you don't want to be there. So I've had to ask somebody else, maybe even spirit. Maybe that's even what's happening now. Maybe this is the darkness turning into light. I don't know. Let's pull out the next card and let's see if this is a healing thing going on here right now as we speak, who knows? We'll just bring the card around and we'll just flip it nice and slowly, just to reveal its energy nice and slowly there. And we've got the element of fire. This is sadly a warning for the period of time between now and this time next month. Between now and around about the 29th of November. Or thereabouts. Basically, don't do anything stupid. Reckless actions lead to conflict. Meet in the middle, but don't push it too far. But nevertheless, don't do anything stupid. Don't think because nobody's cooperating that you've got the right to force yourself on them or do something, I don't know, or even argue it out with them and shout at them and scream at them and do. That's not... I don't know what this is about, this here. But certainly beware here. This is a warning. Reckless actions lead to conflict. Meet in the middle at the gate, and the gate, in a way, the barrier, the very thing actually, strangely enough, the thing that's keeping you from your goal, keeping you from bringing people together, could actually be the thing that's protecting you. It could be the thing that's protecting you, actually, because any reckless action will lead to conflict. Doing anything stupid, and maybe the gate is there to stop you from doing something stupid. Say, for example, not that it is, but say, for example, somebody doesn't actually tell you where they live. They don't tell you where they're actually living right now. But by finding out where they live and them telling you and opening the barrier is not telling you where you are, but they tell you where they live. That means you can go around and knock on the door and say, just hang on a minute now, let's just bloody have this out. And then it starts an argument and the neighbours, can you keep quiet, I've got children asleep next door. And all this, you know what it's like, don't you? And maybe that's a blessing in disguise right now, that barrier. Why I'm thinking of that, I don't know. Maybe the darkness, the guidance in the darkness, maybe learning how to navigate in the darkness can also protect you. But of course, when the fire burns between now and this time next month, I want to see what happens around about December, because the reason I'm saying that is because Christmas is usually like the time when families get together and they remember when somebody dies at Christmas. You always remember because it's Christmas. They can die any other time and you sort of remember it, but it's not like remembering it. I mean, well, we buried Grandad at Christmas Eve, actually. The funeral's Christmas Eve. Strangely enough. And you remember it because it's Christmas Eve. Like one of my pets died on my birthday. It's the same sort of thing, isn't it? It's not really of any true significance to some degree. But let's see what's going on between now and this time in December, as you would say. Remember, between now and this time next month, there is the possibility, a high possibility of reckless actions leading to conflict, doing something stupid, even saying something stupid, but it's more doing something stupid. Maybe. Maybe if somebody's, say, got the children and you want to take the children away or something like that, and you come in the middle of the night and take them. I'm not saying it's that, I'm just saying it's that sort of thing, isn't it, where they got your CD collection, so you punch it at midnight or something. Laughing and joking apart, though, let's flip this card over. I suppose you could say it's a bit like a brief resume, but it's just carrying on into December, isn't it? Oh, that's an interesting development. The Black Cat. That's more Egyptian energy there, isn't it? You've got some Egyptian energy here and at the beginning, in the recent past, in sort of like around about December, you got the black cat, which just signifies here that your luck will soon change in some way. Maybe for the better, although the reckless actions have led to arguments. Maybe you need a good argument to clear the air. So that, then again, although that's a warning, it's looking as though, although the barrier could be a blessing in disguise, it could be a barrier keeping you from your goal, because if you do it now, it may be too soon. Maybe just need a bit more time, I don't know. But either way, just be careful between now and the 29th of November there, or thereabouts, the end of November. Just be careful. If there's a chance of an argument, it's not now, it's between now and then. But after that, around about late November to late December, coming up to the new year, your luck will soon change. Maybe somebody will discover that you are independent. The cat represents independence as well, doesn't it? And maybe they realise that you are independent and you are capable of doing things on your own, or whatever, and you should be respected for that. And everybody needs their own space. Why I'm thinking that, I don't know. Why that suddenly come to mind. Maybe because you want your own space within, for introspection with the moon, and being guided through the darkness, through the uncertainty of just what's happened recently. It's created a barrier, or something's created a barrier to keep you from achieving what you want to do, which is bring the family together or get something going again. But just be careful of reckless actions, doing something stupid. Take it steadily. Maybe the best time to do anything would be around about Decemberish, wouldn't it? Late November, Decemberish, 29th of November to 29th of December, coming up to the new year. That's when your luck will change. Will it change, though, for the better or for the worst? This is the question. And you always have a choice. That's what freedom is, isn't it? But for now, these cards have spoken.